So you were out at Berea OTAs that were open to the media yesterday. Takeaways from that?
Yeah, I think there's a few. Obviously, I know the quarterback competition is the thing everyone's paying the most attention to for obvious reasons. I think it was notable. I know and I don't want to. I don't want to, stoke a fire here or anything because Kevin Stefanski continually tells us that there's no reason to read too much into reps and in order of the quarterbacks at this juncture of the offseason. They're like, for example, the rookies are only a month into being NFL players. Like they're still learning, and there's a lot that they're still going to learn. But the fact that Shador Sanders didn't take any first team reps, or I should say, team reps in terms of the 11 on 11 stuff was I thought kind of interesting. I just think since he's gotten into the building, it's been this kind of I think the organization is sending a little bit of a message that like he's gonna have to earn it, and I think what's I think people see that as a negative thing when I say that or when other people say that, but to me it's actually a positive. Like Shador's embracing that, like he's embraced since he's gotten here the idea that he has to kind of earn this, and he talked about I think last week on some platform about this idea that like he's not really even talking to his family much right now. He's just so deep, he's nose deep in the playbook and trying to kind of get acclimated. And he's like his sole focus is football. Like it's not like me saying that they're trying to make him earn it is something that he doesn't already know. And the fact that he's embracing that and has the right attitude about it, I think is a huge deal. So it's not a negative thing. But I think that was at least notable that he didn't take those reps yesterday. And for all we know, he was out there today and he did get some 11 on 11 work in. So I'm not trying to read into that too much, but I did think that was kind of interesting. I thought Joe Flacco of all the quarterbacks looked the best, but I also kind of expected that because he's the one who has like zero learning curve when it comes to the team and the offense and what they're trying to do right now because he's been in the system before. A couple other things that stood out to me though, I thought DeJuan Jones looked really, really good. He's finally healthy, recovering from the broken leg he suffered last year, and he was moving really, really well. His first step was really good. He was moving laterally very well. So there was a lot to like from DeJuan Jones, and I think there should be some excitement about seeing him try to earn that starting left tackle spot and maybe cement it for years to come. I also thought some of the defensive linemen stood out. Mason Graham made a couple nice plays, including swatting a pass down at the line of scrimmage when Dylan Gabriel was in doing 11 on 11 stuff. And I thought Joe Tryon-Shoyinka, the free agent defensive end that they signed or linebacker that they signed, he had a few moments. One that even he got yelled at for because he ran into Kenny Pickett, which obviously is a no-no. But yeah, like there was some things I thought stood out. I thought Harold Fannin Jr. showed really well as just kind of a pass catching wide receiver. I think it's pretty obvious he's going to have to bulk up a little bit in terms of being like a blocking tight end or an inline tight end, but they're going to use him as a weapon. And I think we're starting to see the early stages of that. And then the wide receiver rotation, you had Jerry Jeudy, you had Cedric Tillman, and without Deontay Johnson out there, you saw DeAndre Carter taking a lot of those slot reps. So it'll be interesting to see how they navigate that. The wide receiver group is one we still have a lot of questions about, but those are just some of the things that I sort of noticed in the first day of OTAs that we had a chance to watch.